Hello and welcome back in this very awesome and special video. So in this video we will be making an SUV slash pickup truck designed specifically to go drag racing only. But as we all know, in automation game you cannot design a car specifically for drag racing. I mean, you need when you tune the suspension, the chassis, and everything, you have to consider that it should go around corners too. It will have to go around corners too. So this SUV slash pickup truck, as you can see, it will go around the any kind of test track very, and I mean very quickly. Alright, so let's start with the specs. But sorry, before we start with the specs, remember that if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, get subscribed, and share the video if you want to share it. And if you want to request an engine or a car, as a custom car, you need to add my Snapchat, so I can add you on the Snapchat group, so you can request the video over there, and so you can discuss it with all of the channel fans. If you want to get added on this group, you need to add my Snapchat, which is Lord Bas94. Yes, Lord BAS94. Just add me and I will add you automatically on the group. Alright, so let's start with this video. So this is a requested video actually by the group, the whole group on the Snapchat. I mean, it started with Mr. Isa Muhammad or Muhammad Isa only, but all of the group decided that alright, we need to see it. Let's make it. Come on, you need to make it. So I made it, and as you can see, it looks amazing. Actually, it doesn't look that much bad. So let's start with the specs. We have carbon fiber panel material, monocoque chassis type. Actually, when I started making this car, I designed it to use space frame chassis. I've never used space frame chassis, but and I thought to myself, because there are a lot of drag racing cars with space frame chassis, but with an SUV it didn't really work that well, and it made the car very heavy, and it was bad. It was really bad. It's not good at all if you compare it to carbon fiber chassis or carbon fiber monocoque. So, and because space frame doesn't come in carbon fiber, it will. I mean, the most advanced material you can use to make the space frame chassis is light advanced high strength steel. I mean, it's still steel. It's still heavy. That's why I went with monocoque carbon fiber. It's the best option if you are looking for an extreme lightweight car. And yes, the requested video was to put everything on +15 quality. So we have carbon fiber chassis material as well, front longitudinal engine placement, double wishbone suspension in the front, double wishbone also in the rear. I'm actually wondering, why did I choose double wishbone in the rear? I'm gonna choose multi-link, because when I first started making this video, I've chosen the leaf springs or leaf axle in the rear, because as we all know, like drag racing or classic muscle car drag racers, all of them used like leaves in the rear, and they worked perfectly. They are easy to tune, and with 6 slick tires or drag slicks on it, it will work perfectly. But I want to make it as light as possible as well, and to corner hard. So basically, this is a drag racing SUV slash pickup truck, and a truck car as well. So multi-links is the best option here. No push rods. This is just too much, I think. Although I'm actually looking at the weight. Push rods will weigh much less. Alright, push rod SUV. Well, why not? Let's try it. +15 quality. Alright, so let's try the push rods, and if it does not work really well, we will go back to multi-links. Let's move on. So this is the engine that I made specifically. So in the group, they, like Mr. Muhammad Isa, he requested an 8.4 liter Hemi V8 engine. Yes, Hemi. And as we all know, Hemi V8s, all of them like have a not single overhead cam. No, they call them overhead valve. Overhead valve system, which is a single camshaft in the middle of the block itself, with push rods and what do they call them? Rocker arms? No, I think rocker arms, or yes, push rods. You know the system, single camshaft in the middle with push rods and rocker arms. Yes, and unfortunately with that valve system, I nearly or I maxed the engine at 1200 1300 horsepower. That's it. but I wanted more. I want more horsepower, so I ditched the Hemi 8.4 liter, but I kept the idea of an 8.4 liter V8 engine made from aluminium, and I actually don't know why it's aluminium. I'm gonna put magnesium because I want the vehicle to be as light as possible. So magnesium block, 8-cylinder V90 degrees 8-cylinder engine with 114.1 millimeters on the bore and 102.7 millimeters on the stroke, which equals 8,401 cc engine. Dual overhead camshaft with 5 valves per cylinder to allow more air coming in the engine and out of the engine. Let's see, it says here we have a warning light, which is downforce. Yeah, I know, downforce. We will fix that. Alright, aluminum silicon for the heads. We have billet steel crankshaft, lightweight titanium connecting rods with lightweight forged pistons, plus 15 quality on the internals. We have 10.1 to 1 is the compression ratio, and 90 on the cam profile. Variable valve timing on all cams with plus 15 quality. We have twin turbocharged system with ball bearing internals, 2,411 supporting horsepower supporting intercooler with very much custom twin turbos with 75 millimeters on the compressor and 60 on the turbine. We have maxed out AR ratio with 20.8 psi of boost, plus 15 quality. We have direct fuel injection, throttle per cylinder or individual throttle bodies, so we have 8 individual throttles. Racing intake manifold, ultimate 100 octane fuel here with 11.9 on the air fuel ratio and 90 on the ignition timing with 8,000 is the RPM limit. Actually we can go 8,100, but there is no point because the power is peaking at 8,000, so pushing the RPM more will not make any difference. Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna push it to 8,100 because there is no, there are no warning lights or anything, so why not? Sometimes it will work perfectly. Plus 15 quality on the fuel system. The exhaust system is very simple, short cast headers, or what they call them turbo headers with dual exhaust pipes, 5.5 inch exhaust diameter. Yes, I know the exhaust is massive. No restrictions whatsoever except a second rear muffler, so I can keep the engine quiet a little bit. Because actually I don't know why, because I used to think that I'm gonna take this car like outside to the city. Like if you own this car you will go drag racing with it and take it outside, but I remembered right now that this is a strict drag racing car, so no, we will not drive it on the street. So yes, remove the rear muffler and we gained extra 8 horsepower and the power peaks at 8,100. Alright, now that's perfect. Plus 15 quality on the exhaust, and we have 1,738 horsepower and 1,326 pound-feet of torque. Massive amount of power and torque. Engine is reliable. Fuel efficiency, it's not really great, but still very good for a racing engine. Emissions are very low actually because we are not using any catalytic converters, and 126 is very good actually. Throttle response is very good. Engine noise actually it's not that bad. I mean, even without any mufflers, but because of the exhaust is plus 15 quality, that will make the exhaust much quieter. The engine smoothness, well, no one cares about that. It is perfect. I want to check something. The cam profile. Why the cam profile? I remember why, because I don't want to lose torque. Alright, so I'm gonna keep it this way. Let's fire it up. Perfect indeed. Alright, so the body that I've chosen is this 2007 pickup. As you can see, zero quality on the body and the fixtures. And I've chosen this, as you can see, this very much custom gold slash banana looking yellow. It does actually look like a banana. It does look like, you know, a light golden yellow for the body, and the brake calipers as well. The rims color is still regular steel color. Alright, so the fixture that I've chosen is these headlights, regular looking, this front grille, fog lights, and the front lip, of course. These side mirrors, door handles, regular ones, and the fuel filter cap, and of course these rims, regular tail lights, license plate holder with twin exhaust tips or twin exhaust pipes. We have the logo here. Everything is looking very much normal. So I've chosen all-wheel drive. As you can see, all-wheel drive, dual clutch, 5-speed gearbox. Yes, 5-speed gearbox. It worked perfectly with 5-speed, better than 6 and 7. Let's see, what do we have here? Alright, so the top speed is 372 km per hour on the gearbox, 28 spacing on the gears, which will give you 0 to 100 time in 2.1 seconds. I'm using electronic limited slip differentials with 45% of power going to the front and 55% going to the rear with plus 15 quality. We have radial semi-slick tires with 260 front and rear is the width, and the tire diameter is 700 and 750 with rim diameter of 20 inch, and we have a rear offset of 20 and 0 offset in the front with carbon fiber rims and plus 15 quality on the tires and the rims. We have carbon ceramic front discs with 6 pistons, 400 millimeters is the size of the rotors. Carbon ceramics also in the rear, 2 pistons, 330 millimeters is the size of the rotors in the rear. 63 on the pad type, and the brake base is 66% going to the front. Let me balance them, okay, and 34% going to the rear with 0 quality. No need for high quality brakes because these ones are working perfectly. There is no brake fading whatsoever. Alright, so the downforce, we have a little bit of problem here. It says here downforce at top speed is too high and it causes the suspension to bottom out. We need to fix that by lowering, I think, the downforce. Let's by how much? Alright, up all the way to 96. Alright, so that's good. So 96 on the downforce, perfect. The front lip is 66. The rear wing, and so yes, I forgot to mention, we have a rear wing. I put one here. It doesn't really look that good, but it's very functional and it will help the car to stay stable and of course to corner hard. Let's see what we have here. Yes, 66 on the front lip, 100 on the rear wing, 52 on the engine cooling, and 100 on the brake cooling as well. We have plus 50 quality on the aerodynamics, and we have 4 seats. The whole idea of making an SUV, and that was my idea actually, because I really wanted to make an SUV, a drag racing SUV, so you can, because as we all know, when you want to go drag racing, you will only sit alone in the front and drive the vehicle, and that's it. Why not take your friends with you? I mean, it will be awesome. Can you imagine sit with your friends in this SUV and go drag racing together? It will be awesome. It will be really fun and really awesome. So that's the idea. 4 seats, basic interior. And basic interior, if you are wondering what's in it, you can pause the video right now and read what's in the basic interior package. No entertainment, yes, of course, who needs an entertainment when you have 1700 horsepower in the front. -7 quality because I want to keep it light and I want to keep it I want to sell it, but how can I explain it? Okay, this is not a mass-produced car. No, of course not. I mean, it will take years to be produced, but I want people to like it. I want to see how much people like it. So that's why I kept it -7 only, because more than this, like if I kept going down more, people will not be interested in it at all. So -7 is perfect. We have electric variable power steering, electronic stability control plus launch control. Yes, why not? You have all this power, you need launch control. Plus 15 quality, basic safety, basic 10 safety, no need to go any higher. -12 quality, so I can keep it light. We have standard springs, semi-active dampers, and active sway bars. Very much custom suspension setup. But yes, remember we have changed the suspension from double wishbone to multi-links, and that actually resulted, I think, in the warning light. Yes, this one, downforce. Push rods are very good. And yes, we did, sorry, not multi-links, we changed the push rods. So I think let's go back to multi-link and see what will happen. Yes, as you can see, the warning light went off, so multi-links are actually better. Let's see by how much. Alright, so 227, 230 is good. Alright, so let's tweak it. Let's tweak the suspension to perfection. Alright, perfect. Basically, how am I tuning it? I just it's very quickly and very easy tip if you want to tweak your suspension setup to perfection. Like look at which one of these you are aiming for. Which one of these are you aiming for a drivability, for a drivable car, or a sporty car, or a comfortable car? This is how you aim. This is how you aim to tune your suspension setup to perfection. For example, if you are aiming for a drivable car, you need to keep everything normal, not so much sporty, not so much comfortable, like everything in between. And you will see that when you tweak it, like if you increase or decrease, you will see that the drivability points will get green or red. Of course, if it gets green, that means you're going in the perfect direction if you are aiming for a drivable car. If it's going onto the red, that means no, you're making it much worse. The same goes for if you're aiming for a sporty suspension setup. Also, you need to keep like increasing or decreasing the values here, keeping this number in the green. Yeah, and yes, and you need to keep an eye on this number and making it go higher and higher as much as possible. The same goes if you are aiming for a comfortable suspension setup. The same goes for any kind of suspension setup. You need to keep an eye on those numbers. Or if you want to sell the car, this is number 4 tip. If you want to sell the car, if you are aiming to sell it, if you're aiming to make people like it, just ignore all of these and keep an eye on how much people are interested in your car. So basically, keep tweaking the suspension here, increasing, decreasing value, and keep an eye on this number here, or whatever category you are aiming for. Keep an eye on it, and of course increase this number as much as possible by tweaking it to perfection. And that's awesome. Alright, so let's see. As you can see, making the car lower, it will result in more drivability and of course more sport points, but it will be less comfortable. So yeah, and also you need to check the lap time so you can make sure and so you can verify that your suspension is perfect. Alright, so this is the final result. We have not final result, so this is all of the options on the vehicle, and it will cost you, with 10% profits to the company, $281,793. Yes, I know, extremely expensive, but as we all know, super drag race cars, like really super ones with thousands of horsepower, they cost like that. They cost in hundreds and thousands of dollars. And this is not a mass-produced car. No, this is a one-time shot, a one-time, very extremely limited car, like only this one only. Alright, test track. As you can see, the car, or this SUV, is very light, 1,599 kilograms, and all of this thanks to the carbon fiber chassis and the carbon fiber body and all of the other lightweight materials. Weight distribution is 64% to the front, 36% to the rear. Well, when you have this amount of power, no one cares. Power to weight ratio extremely high, and that is awesome. That is very good, as you can see. Towing capacity, no, this vehicle was not designed to tow anything. The load capacity is only 584.7 kilograms, so you can only sit in it with your friends, and that's it. Let's see, downforce. Yes, we have an active downforce, and we have a little bit of brake fading. We can fix that with more sticky brake pads. Alright, zero brake fading. Stopping distance is perfect. And this vehicle actually, or this SUV, can achieve very high G-force, as you will see later. Top speed is very good, 372 kilometers per hour. Very good, very high, very perfect. And 0 to 100 time in 2.10 seconds or 2.1 seconds, which is extremely quick. And look at this, from 80 to 120 kilometers per hour is only 0.800 points of a second. That's extremely quick. And quarter mile time in 8.47 seconds, quicker than a Dodge Demon. Really much quicker than a Dodge Demon, and that is just awesome. Alright, so let's see what kind of time we will achieve here. I already ran this vehicle with the double wishbone rear suspension, and did it in 1 minute 1 minute 07.62. Let's see with multi-link suspension if we made any kind of better difference or not. Let's see. Alright, so we made it quickly actually, 107.32 instead of 62 or 64. That's perfect. Alright, so now let's see the run itself. Alright, so we did it in 107.32 as before, but have you seen a quicker acceleration like this? I mean, this vehicle or this SUV, when it accelerated from here, from 0 to whatever speed, it reached like 1.30, 1.29 G, which is, wow, can you imagine an acceleration like this, 1.29 G? Wow, when it accelerated, that's very good. And it quickly reached, this vehicle from 0 to whatever speed reached 200 kilometers per hour, like very quickly on third gear only. And as we all know, I'm interested in this straight line here, what kind of speed we will reach, so let's fire it up. Wow, that is just quick. 1 minute 52.8. That's very quick. Wow, and acceleration, the cornering is just perfect. Can you imagine this big SUV cornering and accelerating like that? It will be absolutely amazing to watch. Wow, so what do you think about this vehicle? Tell me about it. Tell me what you think about it in the comment section below. So please, as always, if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, get subscribed, and share the video if you want to share it. And thank you so much for watching. It was really fun to make this beast. So I hope that I hope that I can see you on my Snapchat, so you can request more amazing videos like this one and even more. So thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna see you very soon with more cool videos like this one and even more cooler than this one. And all of you have a happy Friday and have an amazing weekend, and goodbye for now, my friends.